I made the devil run. I gave him poison just for fun. I had one friend, now there's none. I made the devil run. I broke so many bones, but none of them were ever my own. They were an army, I was alone. I broke so many bones.
Hey everyone, it's Jeff. I just wanted to pop on here real quick, not real quick, and explain why I haven't made a video. I wanted to make sure that you knew I wasn't just doing that first video and stopping doing the videos. So right now I'm trying to get on the transplant list at the University of Minnesota to get a dual transplant, a pancreas and a kidney at the same time. So what you have to do is do interviews with all the doctors, the social workers, the psychologists, and the clinicians down at the University of Minnesota. I did that all virtually over Zoom. Dwayne, my brother, brought me down to do all my clinical work that I needed to do. They did a lot of tests. They scanned my abdomen with a CT scan, abdomen and pelvis. They checked the flow of blood rate in my carotid arteries. They do everything. A lot of blood work. I think on that day they took 16 or 17 tubes of blood from me for all the different tests that they needed to do and run them through their different machines. You do pulmonary tests. You do just everything. And that's the reason I had my bypass surgery, is because in a previous CT scan, or I don't know what kind of scan it was, I think they did it in encephalograph or something, that they stuck a camera down my throat and took a look at my heart, and they found that I had a little growth on one of my valves. Now my cardiologist was afraid that he's seen that happen before, where it's broken off and it blocks your valve and it's pretty much instant death. He had it happen to one of his nurses at one of his hospitals he worked at. So the University of Minnesota, to even start me to get to be, I guess, thrown on the list, that needed to be taken care of. And when they were doing the exam to see how they were going to do the surgery and what everything looked like before they cut me open and did all that, they found that I had a 40% blockage in one of my arteries, and they decided to do a bypass instead of wait to, I think they said the requirement for a stent is 75% blockage. So they said instead of waiting for that, let's do a bypass now. But then I went down for all the blood work when Dwayne brought me down there, and in all the different other scans, the pelvis and abdominal scan, they found that I had a slightly enlarged prostate, so I have to go in and have a consult with urology so they can do tests and make sure everything's all right. And then they found a cyst on the end of my pancreas that they want to see what that is. So they're going to do it in, I don't really remember what it's called, but stick the camera down into my stomach and get a closer look at the pancreas and possibly do a biopsy of that cyst. So all of this, plus I have to be at a dentist, I have to have 5 molars pulled. Diabetes affects you in a lot of different ways that you don't know until you get examined, deeply examined. And so as of right now, I've had 2 pulled. I got 3 more to pull in the next couple of weeks. And it's all these different things that have delayed my explaining on how I got to this point. And that's why I call this the trials of diabetes type 1, because all of this stuff that you never realize affects your body in such bad ways that's why I want people to know it's not just the high blood sugars and the kidney failures that can help be affected. It's everything else. It's your heart, it's your brain, it's your eyes, it's your mouth, it's everything. And I hope to say that at least one person looks at this and gets that warning and says, I got to take care. I got to get better. As of right now, I have to check my blood sugar 4 times a day to be able to have Medicare pay for me to have a continuous glucose monitor, which to me is kind of insane in my opinion, because if I have a CGM or a continuous glucose monitor, I'm checking that nonstop. I'm either hitting it in my arm with the Libre or looking at my phone, doing whatever. And I'm managing my sugars a lot better that way. So it really baffles me that they're requiring me to do this, which I don't manage as well with finger sticks because I forget to take them once in a while. I mean, now I carry around, and some of you might laugh at me, but my trusty old fanny pack, which has my insulin in it at all times, and then my finger stick supplies. So that's where I'm at. I'll hopefully get back on track to doing the other videos. I'm learning some software, doing editing, and doing some really cool things if I can figure it out and not be a talking head video all the time. So I hope you bear with me, and I hope you like and subscribe. That really helps me out a whole bunch, gets me out to more viewers, and that's what I'm here to try to do, is get to more viewers, so I can try to help some people out. So thanks guys, remember, like and subscribe. Just minimize the video if you're in full screen. You can like on Facebook, but the like after you're logged into your Google account on YouTube, it just helps you out a whole bunch more if you like on YouTube itself, and subscribe. So thanks a bunch, guys. I hope you're all having a great week, and I hope to see you next week. We'll see. Have a great day.